Hey, mama. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, the mom who feels a bit overrun by life. You're a little overwhelmed by the current situation, which includes kids, laundry, to do lists, working, keeping up with friends, carpooling, all the things. And I'm here today to remind you that God's put a dream on the inside of you, and it's going to be part of your responsibility to get that thing out. My name is Julia Gentry, and I am here because I want to invite you into a community, an experience, and an opportunity to take that dream that God's put on the inside of you and get that thing out to bless the world around you. Now listen, I was where you are. A couple years ago, I found myself grinding it out. I was doing all the things, and I wasn't even doing it bad, but I was in burnout. I was looking around. I have 5 children under the age of 10. I was building my business and my ministry. I was trying to be a good wife and a good friend. I was sitting with God in my quiet time. And I was like, this is not sustainable. I cannot keep doing it this way. But yet those subtle dreams that were still on the inside of me were just screaming at night. Is there something more? Is there something more? And so I sat down, and out of desperation, I didn't create this process for you. I created it for me. I created it because I was desperate. I created it because I knew that God had put something on the inside of me that at the end of my life, I didn't want to stand before him and say, well, I was busy. And I know you're the same. And so I want to invite you into a transformational journey that has not only changed my life, but countless other women who have taken me up on the dare. What I want to invite you into is a 66-day challenge, which means you pick your dream and you let our community and my Arise and Align process, and then of course the Holy Spirit, do what it can really do if you're committed and ready. This is for women who go, look, I'm not going to overlook the fact that many of my dreams are coming true, right? I have a family and I'm taking care of my family and we're doing the things, but you know that there is still something on the inside of you that God has birthed and wants to come out of you. And I'm going to ask you to join us. I'm going to ask you to join us. It's $29 a month, unlimited access to a community of women, to me and my full curriculum, Arise and Align, that's going to help you bridge the gap. Check this out. From where you are to where you want to be. So from the idea that I have a dream to actually starting to see the completion of that dream, I'm going to ask that you give us 66 days. But here's the catch. You got to do the work. You have to come to this community with one dream in mind. Now, I know some of you might have that as your dream, just like, I just want a dream. Okay, great, bring that. Or some of you are like, I've got 17. I want you to pick one dream, and we're going to focus on one dream. Here's why. Because I believe that you have a bold dream, but it can feel very overwhelming today. Where do I start? How do I finish? What are the pieces? Is there going to be enough provision? I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing yet. But if we take that bold dream and we break it down into micro steps, which I call dream stacking, what you start to see is that you know how to break down that bold dream one day at a time, one dream stacked at a time. So I need you to come with one dream. Then I need you to get involved in the community. That means we have daily conversation that's going to encourage you, it's going to challenge you, and it's going to equip you along the way. I'm also going to ask that when you do the work, you're going to join. There's 4 modules, which is a total of more than 12 videos that you get to watch to help support you intellectually, tactically, emotionally, and spiritually have the keys to bridge the gap, right? Because I don't want you just to get there. I want you to have the character to stay there. So I'm going to ask that you do that. And then last but not least, I'm going to ask that you don't quit. I'm going to ask that when you start day number 1, it's the hardest, that then you stick with it on day number 2, the day you want to quit. I'm going to ask that you don't quit. And not for me, not for all these other women, but for you and the dream that God's put on the inside of you. So what do you say? Do you want to join a community of women who are boldly chasing after the dreams that God has given them, who are here to encourage you on hard days, to cheer with you on your winning days, to be there to cry with you on the days you're like, I don't know what to do? We will help you. And I'm just so excited and encouraged because it is time. It is time for us as women to not only be the spiritual eyes for our family and our community, but to be so connected to the very heart of God that we see our dream as an honor. Your dream is an honor. And what this world doesn't need is one more woman, one more mom putting her dream on the shelf. What this world needs is women who are taking those dreams and they are letting the fire within them burn, which is going to create a ripple effect for the world around them. What your kids need, what your husband needs, what your friends need, what your coworkers need, what your staff needs is a woman who is alive and aligned with what God is doing. So I want you to join me in this Arise and Align challenge. It's 66 days. It's going to rock your world, open your heart, blow your mind, and help you bridge the gap between where you are and where you got to be. But let's also face it, what do you got to lose? So join us today. I cannot wait for you to join the community. I can't wait to see you on our live calls. I can't wait to see you opening the pages of history and starting today. We'll see you soon.